Inspiration. Woo!
What are your names?
Alex. Nick.
And where are you from?
Rockaway.
What do you guys do for fun or for a living?
I work at JFK. I'm a baggage handler. And for fun, I guess cooking is my biggest source of fun right now.
Okay.
I'm a third mate. I drive and navigate ships. And I like photography, longboarding, things like that. We'll see. Big gamer, I would say. PC.
What does success mean to you?
Not having to worry about money ever again.
Honestly, when I don't have to look at the prices of a menu.
Not having to worry about money.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
But success, I guess, at some point you just feel like you're content with your life. I would say that's probably where you would consider successful, because it's like that's subjective. Anyone can think of anything as success.
Yeah.
But I think I'd say wherever you're comfortable at is considered success.
Have you heard of a guru named Sadhguru before?
Who?
Sadhguru?
No.
Well, let's watch a video by him.
All right.
Today, the modern world is always goal-oriented in the sense we want to win the game. Whether it's life or game, they're only thinking about winning. I feel that's a big mistake. If people don't win a game because they want to win a game. Who doesn't want to win? Everybody wants to win. People win a game because they play well, isn't it? Any team wins because they play well, not because they want to win. Who doesn't want to win? We say in yoga, if you keep one eye on the goal, you have only one eye to find your way. That's not a good way to play a game. It's better both your eyes are on the game. The winning, the cup and the accolades are things which happen because we play a game well. It's not because we want them, it'll happen. Because we play well, it happens. So, it's always best that we keep our eyes, our body, our mind, everything focused on just one thing. That is when a human being functions at his maximum efficiency. There's a beautiful incident in our culture when Dronacharya is teaching Arjuna and a few other boys archery. He asked one by one to look up at the tree and aim and shoot at the bird that was sitting there, a wooden bird that was kept up on the tree. And a small dot was marked on the neck of the bird, and Dronacharya said, you must aim at that particular dot and shoot. So when they just pulled the string and they're just about to shoot, he asked them to stop and ask, what do you see? So they said, we see the leaves, we see the tree, we see the fruit, we see the bird, we see so many things. Everybody said this. And when Arjuna's chance came, when he was ready to shoot and Drona asked him, what do you see? He just said, I see only one dot. And it is one who sees only one. When one's vision is totally one-pointed, that is when you get there. When everything in you gets organized in one direction, that is when the best results happen. That's so you're playing a hockey game. It's not about winning, it's not about getting a cup back home, it's not about newspapers, it's not about fame.
What do you think so far?
Honestly, this sounds like stuff we've kind of heard before. Keep your eye on the prize. Focus and dedication gets you to success, kind of thing. That's where I'm going to assume this is heading.
So, kind of lost it when it was talking about birds and trees and stuff like that. Didn't quite understand that. But in terms of winning, so I myself, I played a good amount of sports in high school and college, and I can't say that I'm necessarily competitive, but a sense of winning, I think everyone enjoys that. But at the same time, losing, I feel like isn't really losing. Yeah, like it sucks, but when you lose, you learn. But when you keep on winning and winning and winning, you're gonna get full of yourself. And then at that point, I feel like you're more prone to failure than, let's say, an actual loser. You know, because you can't go any further down.
That's true.
Appreciate you sharing. Let's continue.
Your whole business is just to how to get the damn ball into the goal. Every moment of being there on the field. That's all, isn't it? As 10 people on the field, just seeing how to get that ball every time in there. The idea is to get it there every moment. They won't let you get it there every moment, but the whole thing is to just get it there, get it there, get it there. If our mind is focused on how to win the cup, will we win the cup or not, will we win the match or not? I have seen, whether it's football or cricket or hockey or whatever, many matches are lost before the game is over. Somebody has scored 3 goals against you. So what, 3 goals can be scored in a minute? Oh, such miracles don't happen. It's not true. It can be done and it's happened sometimes, isn't it? So the business is not how much somebody has scored or not scored, whether you're going to win or not win. When you're playing a game, there's only just one goal, putting that ball into the goal, that's all. If we just stay this way, at least who we are, our talent will get fully expressed. What we are not, we cannot do. If we do not do what we are not capable of, it doesn't matter. But if we do not do what we are capable of, that's a tragic life, isn't it? Isn't it so? If one does not do what he is not capable of, it does not matter. But if one does not do what he is capable of, that's a wasted life. And when our focus is not one-pointed, this wastage always will happen because we are thinking about something else. If everything is focused in one way, your body, your energy, your mind, everything is organized in just one direction. A person who is going in one direction will go somewhere. A person who is trying to go in 5 different directions will not go anywhere. So much time and energy and effort is wasted in trying to go in different directions. So if one can just keep this in his mind, there is nothing else to the game except putting the ball there. It is not about winning, it's not about the cup, it's not about anything, it's just about putting the ball into the goal, that's all. At least your talents will be fully expressed. If we are not good enough, we have to prepare more. If we are good enough, the results will come for us, that's all the game is about. But if our talent doesn't find full expression, that is a waste. That should not happen to us.
What'd you think of the video?
I thought it was kinda… I didn't think it was anything groundbreaking personally, just because it's stuff that I've heard before. A lot of people say, just keep your eye on the prize, don't spread yourself too thin doing all these other things. If you just focus on one thing, put your time and effort into one thing, it's like that will lead you to success. Like, I understand that, but it's not… It's good to have other things that you're interested in. It's good to have other things to branch out into. You can put most of your focus into one thing, but you can also dabble in other stuff. You can dabble in, like, let's say you want to be a very successful business person, but you could still be a well-traveled person or somebody who's very good at this particular hobby, just because you branched yourself out, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I disagree with it, but I understand the point.
Yeah, so that guy basically talked about, sticking in one direction, focusing on something that you're particularly good at. So I kind of agree and disagree with that fact, only because having someone that's good at one thing and focusing on that one thing, I think it's kind of like you're tunnel visioning yourself, right? So if you're only focused on one thing, that means, okay, great, you're skilled at that one thing, but what about everything else? So he said don't branch out to 5 different things, don't spread yourself thin or whatnot and go for one thing, but at the same time, I tell this to a lot of people, you know, like life isn't a straight line, right? You always could go all these different directions till you get to the end goal. As long as you have that kind of goal, you'll stay on track, you'll be successful, you know. But from there, I think it's not a bad idea to spread out and kind of give yourself like this breadth of knowledge kind of thing. Because like I said, the more that you fail, the more that you do learn. And if you keep on winning, quote unquote, success, I feel like you don't know what it's like to lose. You're not allowing yourself to learn anything more, you know? So this guy says, okay, yeah, just keep the ball, keep kicking into the goal. That's the only thing that you have to do. Just get that ball. It's like, yeah, okay. But what happens if you can't get the ball into the goal? Or if something in the way stops you from doing that? You know, like if you hit that wall and you can't get that ball past that wall anymore, what are you gonna do? Do you have a plan to fall back on? Do you have a second hobby that you can learn? Do you have a side job that you can do? Yeah, you know, if you're that one person, if you're passionate about that one thing, by all means, go for it, you know. But I don't know, like me particularly, trying to pick a college, I want to do 3 different things: environmental science, cooking, ships. All 3 different things. I would have been fine with any of them, you know. And then once you find that one thing, go for it. Then you could become quote unquote successful. But I don't know. I just don't think it's necessarily a good idea to focus on one particular thing unless that one thing is what you're passionate about.
Now, would you see your view on success or victory has changed after watching this?
Not even slightly, honestly. Like I said, it's stuff I've all heard before. Stuff, you know, you hear it from parents, you hear it from other, like coworkers, especially the people that are really on the rise and grind mindset. And they're like, put in the hours and you'll get rewarded for it. It's all the same stuff I've heard before, so, you know.
I don't think my views have changed all that much, to be honest. Like, I mean, like, I've kind of had my mind set in not like one direction, but I've thought about this a lot, stuff like that, just kind of with all the varying career paths that I was interested in. But like I said, wherever you feel comfortable at and you know that you're going to excel at, I think is what success is.
Was there anything in the video that you didn't understand?
No. That ball and tree, not the ball and tree, the tree and bird thing. I don't know. I kind of feel like where that part of the video just deviated.
He was making a metaphor to say if you put a point on a bird and you only look for the point, that's all you're going to see. But if you see everything else, you're not going to see the point on the bird. Like if you're going to shoot at it or whatever.
I guess, but then if you see everything...
It was a metaphor.
Okay.
It was a metaphor.
All right. Okay. All right.
What do you think of the guru?
I liked his mustache.
I liked his facial hair. He seemed...
Is that bad to say? I know it's supposed to be like a little bit like an inspiring video.
He's
but...
sick. He's sick, right? Is he sick? No? Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't assume. No, he looked good. He seemed like a nice, calm guy.
How about based off the things he was saying? Anything you have to say about that?
No. I had no arguments, like, for what he said. Like, I see what he's saying. I understand his point. I'm cool with it.
I think in terms of inspiration or like influencer or whatnot, he's definitely a character that someone could look up to, at least kind of get back on the right track if they seem to get lost. I mean, it was a good speech, don't get me wrong, but he was good. Yeah, it's fine. It's good.
Anything you want to say to the world? Anything?
Don't be afraid to lose.
If you don't ask, the answer is no.
Yeah.